Tamaseb, super founders, what data reveals about billion-dollar startups? Are you eager to understand the secret sauce behind billion-dollar startups? Dive into a Super Founders, What Data Reveals About Billion-Dollar Startups by Tamaseb, where he debunks various myths and misconceptions surrounding the world of successful entrepreneurship. Forget the tales of young college dropouts achieving massive success overnight. Instead, get ready to explore the importance of factors such as the founder's background, industry experience, and willingness to iterate on ideas. Paired with real-life examples and actionable strategies, this book summary will guide you through the world of unicorn founders and potentially inspire your very own journey to startup success.
Startup success myths. The idea that only the young and highly educated with co-founders can run successful startups is a myth. Age, education, and number of co-founders are not predictors of success. Previous startup experience and natural building ability are significant predictors. Many people associate successful startups with young, highly educated, and even dropout founders with co-founders. It can be discouraging to aspiring entrepreneurs who do not meet these criteria. However, according to Tamaseb's data, age, education levels, and number of co-founders are not predictors of success. Firstly, the median age for billion-dollar startup founders is 34. Many older founders have launched successful companies, such as Eric Yuan, who founded Zoom when he was 41. Thus, age does not necessarily determine success. Secondly, the superstition around co-founders is also a myth. Venture capital firms prefer to invest in startups with co-founders, but solo founders can be just as successful. Solo founders avoid power struggles and arguments about the company's vision, which can be common pitfalls of many startups. In fact, 20% of unicorns were founded by solo founders. Additionally, while many successful founders such as Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs were college dropouts, they are actually in the minority. 36% of unicorn founders have a bachelor's degree, 22% an MBA, and about 33% hold some other advanced degree. Furthermore, many founders graduated from schools that were not nationally ranked in the top 100. Finally, Tamaseb's data found that previous startup experience and natural building ability are significant predictors of success. About 60% of unicorn founders had previously launched startups, which gave them the industry contacts to find employees and investors. Additionally, natural builders with a tinkering spirit have a higher chance of success. Mark Zuckerberg and Adam D'Angelo built Synapse, a desktop music player, in high school. Even though they passed up an opportunity to sell it, they went on to build successful companies such as Facebook and Quora. In conclusion, the conventional wisdom about successful startup founders is mostly incorrect. Aspiring entrepreneurs need not be discouraged if they do not fit those criteria, as the predictors of success are more complex than age, education, and number of co-founders. Building successful startups, key factors to consider. Starting a successful company is no easy feat. While having a good idea is important, it's not enough to guarantee success. Instead, founders must strategically identify a market or trend and solve a problem within that space. An essential aspect of building a successful business is having a sense of purpose or a mission to drive and withstand the tough years ahead. Additionally, flexibility to pivot is crucial when an idea is failing, especially in the tech industry. Founders must listen to the market and pivot when necessary to avoid throwing away years of work. Lastly, assembling a star team is key, as investors emphasize the importance of a strong team when deciding where to invest. The art of building billion-dollar startups. Coinbase's story of creating a new market with a differentiated product and government regulations in the cryptocurrency world provides a useful case study for startups. While investors prefer market creation, unicorn valuation data shows no advantage to either approach. It's differentiation that grabs attention and drives customer interest, and building painkillers instead of vitamin pills increases the chances of long-term success. Timing and disrupting markets. The success of a startup is not about being the first to have an idea, but rather about getting the timing right. General Magic built the smartphone in 1995, but the timing was wrong. Google and Facebook were also not the first of their kind, but they succeeded because the timing was right. Instead of worrying about being first, startups should focus on asking, why now, and learning from previous failures. Warby Parker succeeded by disrupting the eyewear market dominated by giants through an in-house design, direct-to-consumer sales, and a nimble business strategy. Competing against established companies is not a disadvantage but a sign of a large market. Defending the product from copying is crucial for VC investor confidence. Venture capital and the limits of investment. In this book, the author Tamaseb explains how venture capital investment is a perfect match for startups. Its high risk but high potential for profit makes it a lucrative opportunity for investors. However, not all startups require this type of investment, and sometimes it's better to bootstrap for a few years to gauge the market viability of the company. The goal is to be capital efficient, achieving high returns with less investment, which is beneficial for both founders and investors. Using examples such as Spanx and Stitch Fix, the author illustrates the importance of ingenuity and efficiency in running a startup. In conclusion, while venture capital is a desirable option for many startups, it's not always the key to success.
After exploring the world of billion-dollar startups, we've discovered that age, education, and the number of founders don't have a significant influence on a company's success. However, having prior startup experience and a deep-rooted passion for solving problems bring great advantages. Successful entrepreneurs also remain flexible, pivot when necessary, and differentiate themselves amidst competition. Whether creating a new market or transforming an existing one, startups need to time their entry appropriately and defend their product. Ultimately, capital investment should be tailored according to the company's needs, as both bootstrapping and venture capital have their pros and cons. By keeping these vital elements in mind, you too can embark on a transformative journey to achieve startup success.